I am starting the recording.
Ascended biome.
So, should I say anything embarrassing about you now?
Oh no. We're gonna just jump right into it, man.
Whatever. Just roll it.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll.
Just roll it, and I'll pretend like it's not actually there because I'll forget in like 5 minutes anyway.
で飛び回ってなかったか。ギューンってさ、巨人を。
こりゃ一から作戦を説明し直さなきゃだね。耳だけ貸してな、ファルコ。4年も続いた戦争も今、ようやく大詰めなんだ。あのスラバ要塞さえ。
Did I miss that detail the first time?
まあ正確には、その下にある軍港の中東連合艦隊を沈めさえすれば、この戦争は私たち。
He was sharing memories with someone from the island. Talking about flying around with a sword, slashing titans.
Wow.
軍港に攻め入るのは無理なわけ。
It's so different.
Oh. Whoa.
What?
Oh no.
Jeez. My God. Oh my God.
Wow.
This is gonna be nuts.
Oh,
no.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, that dude's. He just had a really bad day.
Oh,
that's a day in there.
Yep. Just the day.
Just the day, though.
Yeah, just the day.
I'd hit it. I'd hit Renner. I'd hit
Yeah?
it.
You into that? That's what you like?
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
looks like me.
I respect it.
Trench warfare, dude.
Yeah, I
It was
can't
actually
imagine.
like-
Oh my God.
This is ridiculous.
They actually did this
I know.
in
man.
real life.
Absolutely fucking wild. Okay, that's terrifying.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The CG's really good here.
Yeah. People were complaining about it. It looks fantastic.
始まった。
That's not looking good.
Just so bad.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right, Rob.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's right, Rob.
Terrifying. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, but it gets worse.
Oh,
Jeez.
God! That is terrifying.
Crazy.
It's fucking brutal.
Oh, that looks sick.
Oh.
This is so cool.
That looks sick as hell.
Dang.
He's a beast now.
Dude, he
Yo!
took those steroids, bro.
He's a man. He's a grown-ass man now.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of roids.
Oh, no.
He taking all that trend, bro. Oh my God.
Oh.
何を食らった装甲列車まだいたか
Yeah, you gotta run, dude. This CG looks really good, actually.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
I don't understand the complaints.
Oh.
This would be terrifying even in like today's society.
Yeah,
no
that's
question.
brutal.
よし
Oh, here comes the big daddy himself.
制圧したか
The sword, as it were.
俺たちの敗北が招いた戦争だライナー
Oh my gosh.
戦争強くないよな
Grotesque.
Oh no!
Oh, this is bad.
Oh no!
Oh, right, that's what this is. Oh no.
Dude, those ships need to start shooting.
ようやく戦争が終わる
Oh my god, imagine somebody being able to throw that hard.
The rotational energy.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
The amount of force he's putting into those things, oh my god.
Dude, they
Crazy.
did such a good job of displaying how brutal
連
this
合艦隊
conflict
の
was.
壊滅を受け
That was awesome!
I just had a
Wow.
Ah, shit. Shit.
Rob, what'd you
What a
think?
banger of a first episode. Oh my goodness.
Shit.
Oh, dude, that was a banger of a first episode, man. I especially like that, you know, it's not like this war that they're depicting is this, like, entirely one-sided thing. I mean, sure, the Marlians completely destroyed their enemy, right? But it was nice to see that there was some pushback on the, like, they had the technology to push back on the invading Titan force, which I thought that was nice. It's good to see a little bit of that balance.
They were pretty blatant with, like, more blatant with World War I allegories than I remember it being
Yeah.
when I was reading it.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
It's pretty clear.
It's
Yeah.
clear.
Remember how after we watched the end of the previous season, we were talking about for a little bit there that history is often somewhere in the middle when you're getting told stories, right?
Yeah.
This makes me think about that because we were saying that it wasn't. It seems pretty cut and dry that the Marleyans were being pretty awful for what seemed like probably no reason. Otherwise, a lot of things don't happen. But with how this enemy force was treating them as well, you've got to imagine, is it just because of the atrocities that these people have been used for in war? Or do they hold a deeper hatred of the Eldians going back even before then, right?
That's the thing. We don't know.
Because normally you'd think other countries, even if they were fighting a war against someone, would be like, wow, they're weaponizing these people, right? And this is very wrong. But they don't. They're like, we hate you Eldians too. We think you're, yeah.
We don't have an answer. At least as far as I recall, where we were in the manga, Alex, we didn't have an answer for that question.
Yeah, and to be fair, I guess to be fair to them, like the non-Eldians, I feel like if someone told me that there was this like particular race of people somewhere hidden in the Amazon rainforest, and if they like hurt themselves, they can turn into like 15-meter tall man-eating mindless machines, I'd also be pretty terrifying, and especially in this World War I context, right, where human rights
Before we have what we have now.
Yeah, where human rights was already kind of like being thrown in the wind. I could totally see that being the reaction.
I mean, like, well, here's what I kind of want to do is I want to look at it through the lens of what they're, paralleling, right? Like, if society, if some part, or if the larger part of society actually actively believed that Jewish people were, I don't know, were able to commit, like, acts of mass murder, right? Just on a whim, like the Eldians have been depicted here, right? I think obviously that's not the case, right? But like we would feel the same way.
They have to actively be turned into Titans by someone of their own that is on the Marleyan side. So it's like getting mad at the mustard gas instead of the person throwing the mustard gas, I guess, is the perspective that I have to assume. You know what I mean?
I get that.
I feel
get
like
that.
mustard gas is already terrifying. I mean, like even like,
well, it is. That's the point.
But now,
right?
Like, because these Eldians have this power, that part is terrifying. But I see what Alex is trying to say, Johnny. Right? It's that like these Eldian people aren't terrifying until they're forced into that position, right?
So it kind of reminds me of, and I think I believe this was World War II, not one, but it reminds me a little bit about how the U.S. government was using the Navajo speakers.
Yeah.
To transmit codes. I mean, it's not to this extent that they're depicting an Attack on Titan. We're saying, oh, this is an actual weapon. This person is a weapon now. Right. But it's along the similar lines of saying that, well, this person's particular, in this case, language, right? They're this thing that they've grown up in this particular cultural setting, is being used as a strategical means by the United States Army. And so, I don't know, it just sort of reminds me of that, of like kind of using people as, a strategic means.
As tools.
I think while, like, being used strategically, I don't think you could ever, well, maybe you could, find, like, an Axis translator that's just like, I fucking hate the Navajo. I hate them. They're actively the devil to me. I want them all to be purged. I don't think
that's
you could
true
find
too.
that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think
unless, but drawing it back more into the context of the show in the original prompt, unless there's something more in your history that gives you reason to believe that, which makes me think that maybe the history of the Eldians and Marley is more in the middle than I initially thought it was. Maybe the Eldians did do horrible things to a lot of people, and that's why these Turkish army stand-ins are so hateful.
Could be. It could just be the fear, right? It could be the fear. So okay. Here's my direct example. I think this is the example that has the best analogy. It's American Civil War, when the South used black people as soldiers. The North wasn't, Northern soldiers weren't necessarily fighting for the idea of free the slaves. They were fighting for the idea of preserving the Union. Most of these Northern soldiers were still racist as hell. And in the same way, they mowed down the other side, whether they be black or white, regardless, while still preserving the integrity of their racism. Same way with the Southern plantation owners who were commanding these platoons of, black people. I feel like it's the same way as we saw that those Marleyan officers, right? I don't think the fighting itself changed the perception of black people in America at the time.
No, not. Right? This has been literally every war until the Civil Rights Movement.
Right.
Every
exactly.
war.
Even World War II.
Yeah, black people would serve, they would come back and get shit on still.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
It couldn't have been that they were just too powerful. Right. They had to have
used it.
Yeah.
Right?
They had to have actively suppressed and made people's lives miserable. Or else I don't think this guy on the other side of the war would hate them specifically as much. It'd be Marley that he hates, not the Eldians.
Just to clarify, the other side, who exactly were they?
The Mideast Allied Forces.
Yes.
That's
so,
what
but I guess I'm confused. All right, so in this world that was set up, right, I was under the impression that there were really only these two factions, right? The Island Nation and then the Marleyans.
Uh-huh.
But, so I guess, going back to that, is Marley just a nation amongst many other nations, I'm assuming now?
Well, Rob, maybe.
You're asking an important question.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of, I have a lot of questions now, but it's fine. We could go ahead and play.
That's exactly where you should be, Rob.
Yes, of course.
Nonetheless, very cool episode.
That was
Awesome episode.
that was good.
Very
Mappa
strong
really
start.
Mappa delivered, man. I will say.
Also, fuck anyone who doesn't appreciate that CG. That was almost
fine
perfect.
CG. They were
Yeah.
moving at approximately the same frame rate as, everything else.
It didn't look clunky or the bodies look overly fat. So like oh my god! In season 3, when the Colossal Titan showed up and he was like walking and his feet were really short and his legs were really wide, it was strange.
I go back to horses in season 2.
Yeah,
They just looked wrong.
It was so wrong.
Yeah,
that's fair.
but this was I have absolutely no problems with these. I laud it. Well
It
done.
was fun.
I'm with it.